Loud Voice, Quiet Voice is a story that empowers young readers to navigate their fears with courage and mindfulness. Written by Gouglas, illustrated by Stefanie St. Denis. Last winter, and every winter before that, Lucas was too small to go sledding with his big sister Stella. Each time she went to the hill, he had to stay home and imagine just how much fun she was having without him. The loud voice in his head complained, "You're too small to do anything." The quiet voice in his heart whispered, "Be patient." Over the next year, Lucas tried his best to grow, walking on tiptoes, hanging from the monkey bars, and even drinking a height-boosting potion made from only tall vegetables. When the cold winds returned, he asked his father to measure him. Well, it seems you're big enough now," his father announced. Lucas whooped with delight, his arms shooting into the air. He couldn't wait for the snow to fall. The grass stayed green for what seemed like an eternity, until one morning Lucas peered out his bedroom window and grinned the width of his face. The sky was clear and a fresh blanket of snow sparkled in the sunshine. Lucas's excitement was short-lived, however, as there was still one problem. He didn't have a sled. He'd asked for one for his birthday, but that was still 3 weeks away. "Just your luck," sneered the loud voice. "There's always a way," said the quiet voice. Lucas went back to bed, feeling quite sorry for himself, while Stella went sledding with friends. When she finally returned home for lunch, she dashed straight up to Lucas's room instead of heading to the kitchen. "Bet she's coming to brag about her morning," moaned the loud voice. "Be happy for her," spoke the quiet voice. Much to his amazement, Stella threw open his door and asked, "Want to borrow my sled?" "Absolutely," he shouted. Wasting no time, he tossed on his snowsuit, hat, and mitts before pulling the sled toward the hill. Lucas gazed up with wide eyes. Though he had climbed this very slope in the summer, it now seemed much steeper and scarier. He trudged upwards, the snow tugging at his boots, making each step harder than the last. The loud voice bellowed, "This was a bad idea." The quiet voice countered, "Or it could be fun." 2 older kids glided past him, shrieking with delight. "Easy for them," sniped the loud voice. "They've done this before." "If they can do it, so can you," encouraged the quiet voice. Lucas arrived at the top of the hill and recognized a girl from school. Her name was Dolly, and she was a whole grade ahead of him. Dolly eyed the hot pink hearts on his sister's sled. "Nice stickers," she giggled, before whizzing down the slope. "She's making fun of you," the loud voice snickered. "Or maybe she meant it," the quiet voice suggested. Lucas strapped on his helmet and inched towards the crest. In his mind, the hill grew longer and longer. Feeling nervous, he retied his bootlaces several times, even though they were already nice and tight. "Remember when you fell off your bike and made a fool of yourself?" the loud voice asked. "So what?" replied the quiet voice. "That's in the past." Dolly was watching from the foot of the hill. It was now or never. He took a deep breath and, with a brave heart, gave himself a little push. Lucas hurtled down like a rocket. His stomach churned and the wind whipped his face, blurring his vision. A sudden bump jolted him into the air. Clutching the sled tightly, he closed his eyes. Someone was screaming, and Lucas realized it was him. He landed with a thud, tumbled off the sled, and fell face first in a drift of snow. "Told ya," the loud voice mocked. "You're all right," murmured the quiet voice. Lucas spat out a mouthful of slush, wiped his face, and glanced up. Dolly was standing over him. "Want to go again?" she asked. "Absolutely," he exclaimed. Loud Voice, Quiet Voice is available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Indigo, or anywhere you buy your books online. Thanks for watching.